Hey everyone, this is Deekshit Soni here from SAAB Immigration Services, and today we are going to talk about a topic that's been causing quite a stir recently. In July 2024, we're talking about a situation where individuals arriving from India on Air Canada's flight AC051 were asked to leave or apply for asylum upon their arrival in Canada. Now, there's been a lot of fear mongering and sensationalism around this issue. So, one by one, let's unpack what actually happens, why it happens. Is this the first time that this is happening? If not, how you can navigate it, or if you and your family are traveling to Canada on a visitor visa soon, what should you be taking care of? So, stay tuned. Now, firstly, let's address the context. Imagine you arrive to Canada on a visitor visa. The flight has landed. You proceed to get your immigration check done. And by the time your turn arrives, you're one of the 40 individuals who are denied entry into the country. And you're given the option of either returning back from the airport or you can apply for asylum. Now, given how the story is being presented without proper context, I can only imagine how crude and scary this may seem to even the most of the bona fide visitors to Canada. But there's actually more than what meets the eye, which we would explore in the video down the line. Firstly, this is not an isolated incident. It happens more frequently than you might think. So why the sudden uproar now in July? It's likely due to the current immigration climate, the ongoing protest, and how sensationalized news can quickly spread. But rest assured, if your intentions are genuine and you have the proper supporting documents, you should be okay. Let's talk about the arrival process and the screening that goes on at the port of entry. Now, remember, when you arrive in Canada, having a visitor visa does not guarantee entry into the country. Now, a visa is only a document that lets you board the flight to Canada. CBSA officers at the port of entry are tasked with authorizing you entry and stay inside Canada. You may assume that you are allowed to stay for up to 6 months on a visitor visa and up to 5 years on a super visa. But the CBSA officer has the right to decide whether any restrictions may or may not apply to any individual. They'll ask questions about your visit's purpose, where you will stay, whom you will visit, your financial situation, and more. Any inconsistencies or hesitations in your answers can and will raise flags and may lead to further scrutiny. Now, I've been in the immigration industry long enough to have dealt with people from both sides of the spectrum. People with fabricated credentials and people who are bona fide visitors as well. For instance, someone claiming to be an engineer attending a conference in Canada, but the documents were fake and they couldn't even provide the most basic of the details about their profession or the conference. When CBSA officers suspect something isn't right, they may deny entry and offer the option to leave or apply for asylum. Now, the Montreal airport often sees such cases where individuals arrive with questionable documents. Sometimes these documents are procured through agents for a hefty fees. Now, this isn't a scam by Canadian government or the authorities to push the asylum applications, but in fact, it's a result of a lot of tips or CBS's own due diligence in verifying the traveler's intentions. While it's really unfortunate if innocent people get caught up, and it does happen unfortunately, it underscores the importance of being prepared as a traveler to Canada. Now, the reason I am warning and mentioning the sensationalism and the fear mongering that's happening in the immigration environment around it so important is we have to understand what the role of CBSA is in all this. CBSA's role is adversarial. Now, you may not know about it, but we as immigration professionals, we are taught and we are trained. CBSA and IRCC, their role is adversarial, meaning they're there to scrutinize entries and ensure compliance with immigration laws. They act on tips or intelligence suggesting a group or individual's intentions that they may not be genuine. Now, this might have been the case with the recent group from India. While it may seem unfair at times, it's crucial to understand these protocols. Now, let me explain one more thing regarding the adversarial role that we are talking about. We as applicants and consultants, we try and look at reasons or the positive things in our applications that why should we be given the visa. Whereas being adversarial means the IRCC or CBSA may not be your enemies, but their job is to look at the exact opposite, meaning you may be looking at the reasons why you should be given the visa, whereas they may be specifically looking at why you may not be eligible to be given a visa or an entry, whether it's fraud documents, whether it's ill explained intent, or it could be more such things as well. just because this topic has got so much traction, a lot of people are asking, should we be concerned? Should we be what happens if we are caught or something like that happens to us or our parents or any of the family members who may be traveling to country? Remember, preparing for your entry is the key. If you're a genuine visitor, have a return ticket or a valid medical insurance if you're visiting on a super visa, your details of your visit, proof of funds, and be truthful in your responses. Changing your story on lying can and will complicate matters further. If you find yourself in such a situation, the trick is stay calm and stick to the truth. Even if you're given a short stay authorization for a few weeks, even a couple of months, that's fine. You can apply for a visitor record to extend your stay in Canada legally. Remember, knowledge is your best defense. Despite the fear mongering, the majority of travelers with genuine intentions pass through smoothly. If you need assistance or have concerns about a family member traveling to Canada, or maybe yourself traveling to Canada on a visitor visa, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Once again, guys, if you have stuck with us for this long, thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel for more such videos, for more information. And on this note, stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.